All right, Benders. Yesterday, we talked about some pretty serious stuff. We talked about politics, but now we're going to get even more serious. Okay, we're going to be talking about depression. This is one of the most simple, calming topics ever. We're on a little streak with this channel, just having lighthearted fun, lighthearted conversations. Not. We're getting serious because this channel has been silly and goofy for months now. And it's time it fucking heats up, because today I have a great story to tell you, and it's from about 2 years ago, but the reason this story comes up in my mind is because of today. Alright, today I got my work done. Okay, but the whole day I was in class, and I really didn't want to be in class. And like, who does? I never really want to be in class, but the whole day I was just resenting when I have to go home and do my fucking homework. And then eventually I'd be free, but like I would have a few more hours of class, and I'd have like an hour or two of homework, and it was just like, oh my god, I don't want to do that. I don't really want to have to do that. But alas, the day went by pretty quick and pretty easy, actually. And then it was time to do my homework, and my homework took me like 10 minutes. Okay, so now it was like probably 3 p.m. and I had like infinite time to do things. Okay, so I sat down on my computer and I did what every good person does when they have free time who has a computer, which is just PC rot. Basically just like switch between video games, YouTube videos, random like Discord, just whatever, until I think of something to do, because that's my preference over scrolling, because I find sometimes I can find something fun to do, or I can actually get something productive done. But that's what I'm doing. Eventually I end up playing this godforsaken game for like 2 hours. I start playing Melee, and I'm playing it. I'm just not playing good, and I'm not having fun because my mind is already in the wrong headspace because of my day that I was having. And when I am not thinking right or thinking clearly, I can't play as good. I can't play as good in the game, and I start fumbling. And then I was like, well, at least today's Tuesday, so I was about to go to the local weekly on campus here. But then, oh my god, devastating news. It got canceled, and it was turned into an online tournament, which is like not very fun, to be honest. Okay, it appears Waffle House crashes my game, but like the net play tournaments are not very fun. Like, let's be honest. You might as well just be playing fucking random people on net play. But I was playing it, and I actually turned on my stream on YouTube because I want to do a test stream, see how it was gonna go, in case I want to do a stream in the future. And it was great. Not because obviously, like, I was already kind of annoyed. Okay, my energy was down. Like, I wasn't having a good day for whatever reason. Even though my day was like weirdly okay, it just wasn't. I wasn't feeling happy, if that makes any sense. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that. So I'm doing this tournament, I'm streaming, and it should be like sunshine and rainbows, but it's not. And that also makes me play worse, and that just makes it even less fun for me. So that's where I'm at. And then I'm thinking, well, usually for the past few months, whenever I'm bored, I can just turn on this game and I can at least have some fun, or I'm sad or I'm annoyed. I can at least have some fun playing this. But that just wasn't the case today. And that's never a good feeling in my mind. Okay, like whenever I have a way to feel great, when that gets taken away from me, or like it doesn't start working anymore, it's like dangerous. It's like scary. And that's how I was feeling. And that is, I think, what we call like depression, low-key, when nothing sounds fun. When the most fun things no longer hit the same. It was 9/11 there for a second. Sorry, I got distracted with the percentages. But yeah, when you can't feel it, no matter what you do, nothing feels good. Nothing is like exciting. Nothing is fun. Nothing is splendid like it usually is. But I'm not depressed. Okay, I'm not saying that. But that reminded me of a time I was back in like sophomore year of high school, because that's how I was, and because of my lifestyle. So today, in order to fix that, I decided to just clear my mind and go work out, because that always works for me. Usually, when I have like spent an hour working out, I don't look at my phone or anything. Basically, just listen to music and just do that. And I think because of like the body movements, it makes my mind clear, and it makes it like better. So now I'm feeling fine. after I did that, but because this was only a mild case. But 2 years ago, I had a bad case because it was sophomore year of high school, and like I don't know what it was, but something was just not hitting because I had to do wrestling, okay, and because that was like my sport of choice basically at my high school, because I don't know, in my family we had to pick a sport. That's just kind of how it was. So I was doing that, and guys, I did not like that shit. Like any chance to like not do it, I would take, but there weren't a lot of chances. Okay, it was like super busy, and it would always make me tired, and I just didn't like it. I get like beat up, basically, and it was like hell, and it made me like somewhat depressed, like annoyed. But then I finally just quit because I was like, you know, what the fuck? Why am I doing this if I don't even like it? There's not really a point, and I might as well just spend my time doing something else. So then I got this job, and I was already not feeling great, but when I had that glimpse of hope, there was some hope, because I started feeling a little better. But then my mom told me I had to get a job, which is fair enough, you know. I can't be a total bum in high school. Like, if I just go to school and then go home and play video games on Discord all night, like, I mean, it's not horrible, but like, you know, spending my time on a sport or doing a job is actually not a bad idea. So we walked into Dunkin' Donuts. I walked in with my mom. Yes, this is the best way to get a job. No, it's not. I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I walked with my mom, and I got an application, and I got like an interview, because if you go in person, you have like a 99% chance of getting a job at like a place like that, especially when they're hiring, which they always are where I'm at. Uh-oh, please don't kill me. Oof, made it back. But yeah, I got the job because I don't think I had an interview. I think I just got it, and I had work like in like 4 days, and I was like, oh shit, this is kind of exciting because I get money, and it was at Dunkin' Donuts, so it's like, it's not that bad. And I was kind of excited because like I get donuts and shit. So then I go to the first day, and the first day like stressed me the fuck out. I don't know what it was, but like it was a whole new, dude, we're having a battle with the AKs. It was like a whole new environment, and it was like scary, and I was with a bunch of people that were like all like vaping and doing hella drugs, and it was like I was like 16, and I didn't know anyone, and I didn't know like how to act. Like, this was a new social setting for me, like a workplace. I don't know. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know like exactly what to do. I was like kind of on my best behavior, which like is scary. Like, being on your best behavior, like taking your work super seriously when it's like not that serious, and it's like I was there for like 4 hours, is like stressful. Like, if you have a job like that, you shouldn't take it too serious. IMO. If you have an entry level job. But I was stressed. I don't know. I was scared. I didn't know what happened if I messed up. Like, in school, if you act bad, like, you get in trouble. Like, I didn't want to get in trouble. Although I liked getting in trouble. But that was at school, and that was because I knew, like, I'd probably be okay in the end. But this place, like, it was fucking scary. And I went home after the first day, and I had work the next day. So I was already like, fuck. I'm not going to be able to, like, do anything fun for, like, at least 2 more days. Because tomorrow I'd have to go to school, then go to work. And then, like, after that, I'd probably have to go to bed. I was like, fuck. And I left my hat in the restaurant. And this is a key detail, because you're not supposed to leave your fucking hat at the workplace. Like, I didn't know, like, I was so worried. Like, I didn't know, like, oh, this hat and apron they gave me, like, is this like I just have it on the job? Like, I don't know. Do I take it home? And, like, the managers there are not, like, or at mine, were not, like, good at, like, telling me what to do, to be fair. In my defense, like, they kind of made it pretty stressful. Like, it didn't make any fucking sense, because the managers didn't give a fuck at all about, like, the workers, or, like, training them, actually. I was getting trained by, like, some dude who started working there, like, 3 months ago, and he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And I was like, dude, I was on the fucking, I was taking orders, like, 2 hours into my fucking job. Like, I didn't even know how to work the iPad. And, I mean, the best way to learn is on the job, but, like, bro, there was, like, no one around. Like, it was fucking stressful. Like, it was so awkward with all these random customers that were just trying to get their shit. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, I don't know where the dude went that's training. Like, he'd disappear. And I'm like, yeah, look, I would love to fucking take your order, but, like, I don't really fucking understand how. And, like, this is awkward, and, like, I'm just gonna go to the back and hide. And that's what I did. But anyways, I forgot my hat. Or I didn't forget it. I think I purposely left it in the restaurant. And I was like, fuck. was I supposed to bring that? Like, is that gonna be there tomorrow? And my mind starts like racing. Like, I get like really bad anxiety, and I'm like, fuck, what if I was supposed to take it, and like, what if tomorrow I don't, that my hat's gone, like someone takes it from the restaurant, and I don't have a fucking hat to work, and like, what do I do? What do they do to me if I don't have a hat? Like, what do they do to me? And like, oh, what if someone finds my hat and realizes I left it in the store and like a fucking idiot? What are they gonna think of me? And like, oh, it was a bunch of things that like could happen, but like they didn't really matter that much, and there was really no need to stress. But guys, I was so fucking stressed out, and I was also like a little concerned because I already got the schedule for the week, and I thought this schedule was gonna be like, this was my schedule every single week until I stopped working there. And this was 4 days a week for like 4-hour shifts, I think, which isn't honestly crazy. That's a good amount of work if you're in high school, but like that's not anything that's gonna like really wear you out. Like 16-hour work week is not horrible. But I was like, fuck, and it was Friday, Saturday night too. So I'm like, dude, when am I ever gonna be able to hang out with my friends? Like, what the fuck is my life gonna become? My life is gonna be Dunkin'. I'm gonna be there more days a week than I'm not. I'm so stressed out, and yeah, this was the most anxious I've ever been, ever. And I was sleeping in my bed, and like I tried to go to sleep at like 10, but I just fucking, okay, this is kind of funny. He made it back, but oh, never mind. But I just can't go to sleep because my mind is racing so fucking hard. And I think it hits like 3 a.m. and I finally start falling asleep for like periods of like 20 minutes. And then the next day comes and it's 7 a.m. and I probably get a total of maybe like an hour, like an hour or two of sleep. And I have to go to school bright and fucking early, and then I have to go to work. And God, that just made the day even like more stressful because I'm like, God, I don't have any sleep, and I'm still worried about everything I listed yesterday. Nothing really made me feel better, except, you know, my dad, he drove me to school. Okay, here we go. Let's kill this Falco. He drove me to school and he noticed like I looked extremely tired, so he was like, what's wrong? And then I was like, oh, nothing. And he was like, okay, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm nervous. I'm stressed out about this job. And he was like, no, you'll be fine. Like, I told him about the hat, and he's like, oh, dude, they'll probably just get you another one. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So that helped. But that didn't, you know, make it all go away. So I was still fucking nervous. I had to go back there the next day. And oh my God, like I was just like, my mind was just consumed, and I was like, it was the worst thing ever. And I remember I would sit, both of these days, I would sit in the bathtub with the lights off, like after I took a shower, and I would just either go on my phone or just not go on my phone and just stare at the water and just think and just like try to like figure out how to like change my mind so I'm not like so depressed and or like stressed out. And so go on for like, I do this for like months, and I'd watch this one guy on YouTube. I don't know if you guys know him. His name's JoJo's World, and he does like theme park vlogs, like Universal and Disney World like vlogs. And I don't know why, but I really wanted to go to Universal, which I finally did get to go like last year, which is pretty awesome. I like that place. But I really wanted to go there, and I'd watch his vlogs, and then that was like the only thing that made me like feel happy. Is that crazy? That's sad, but it was true. But I mean, at least there was something. So I'd watch his vlogs, and yeah, then this would go on for like probably 2 or 3 weeks where like my life was like the worst I've ever felt in my life, and I was just so stressed out this job, and it didn't feel like it was getting any better. But then, like, okay, the people I met the first couple of days, I was with the same employees like every time, and they were like, I don't know, I didn't fuck with them, and they were like kind of like scary, like they were doing a lot of drugs, and I was like, I will never ever do those ever in my life, obviously. So I was like, oh God, what the fuck do I do? And I was only 16, and like, I don't know, I grew up in like a rich county, and like, I don't know, I didn't see anything bad until I worked there. But anyways, the next coming weeks, my schedule will change to where, oh God, it's gonna crash again. Fuck, Waffle House curse. But like, the next couple weeks, I met some other workers, and I got more comfortable in the job. Then I realized, you know, this shit is not that stressful. Like, it's not that serious. Like, there's dudes that don't even show up. Like, they just no call, no show sometimes, and nothing happens to them. Like, they're fine. They don't even get fired. They don't even get like written up or whatever. Or also, yeah, well, getting written up doesn't mean shit. I also learned that. I was like, this is kind of fun. Fun actually. Like, low key, I can just sit in the back on my phone or like on my laptop doing homework for like at least an hour or two of the shift, and I just basically just be making passive income from fucking being on the clock. And then like when the shift ended, I could just like stay on the clock for like another, like however long I wanted, like eating donuts or just chilling in the back when the store's closed, and just make like free money. And like I started talking a lot to all the other employees. Some of them were weird, as I said, but some of them were actually really cool, and I made some pretty good friends. And even the ones I didn't make friends, they were still like entertaining, you know. Like they were fucking interesting people. Like the Dunkin' employees was like an interesting species, and I was probably one of them. I was probably pretty weird. I was like, yeah, I guess my archetype there was like the like little innocent, stupid, lame kid who everyone hated, and I'm just the worst. No, I don't know. I don't really know what they thought of me. It doesn't really matter. But like, I learned that this job is like, it's low key fun, and like I get to invite my friends, and they get like, I can give them free coffee and free donuts, and I can give like the customers free shit, and I can make jokes on like the drive-through, and like I realized like, fuck, I can really make this like fun, and like make this not so bad. And because it was easy to, it wasn't really that bad of a job. And so things are just looking up. And I realize also, like, I can call out if I need. Like, if I have a Friday where my friends are doing something, I really want to hang out with them, I can just call out. That's fine. I can call in. I can work with the schedule. You know, everything's fine. And the other thing, so yeah, my life starts looking up. So there's like hope. And yeah, that's basically when I feel like I found the way to keep my mind in check. Okay, I don't know about the way other people's mind works when they get sad or when they get depressed, but like mine is always like, I feel like there's something wrong in my life that I just need to change, and when it feels like I can't change it, that's when I just something's wrong. Like, I don't feel good. But when I learned, like Duncan, like I thought I was gonna be locked there like 4 days a week, and it was gonna be like the most stressful shit ever, like the first day, and like everything was gonna suck. Then I learned like that's really not how it was, and I can do things every day to actively like fight that. Same with wrestling. Like, I thought I was just gonna have to do that for the next like 2 years of my life. It was so annoying, and then I realized, wait, I could just quit and work on something else. So that's basically the way I solved it. Okay, and I still do that to this day sometimes when there's something I feel like I can't control. Well, it's a flowchart here. Let me explain like this. Obviously, it's like, should I stress about it? The should I stress about it flowchart. I think I saw this on like TikTok or something. You know, is it something I can control? Yes. If yes, am I actively working to control it? If yes, then you should be good. If no, then you should probably start doing it. And if it's something you can't control, then there's no reason to stress about it anyways, right? It's just the life. But like, that's not easy, right? Like, it's not easy to stress about shit you can't control. But like, realistically, your mind is a sanctuary, and you shouldn't be worrying about stuff that you shouldn't be worrying about. Guys, life is stressful enough. There's no reason to add like more problems. Okay, and guys, looking back, if that Dunkin' job I couldn't have fixed, like I couldn't have made fun, I really would have been a slave there. Basically, there was a way out, bro. I could just quit and try to find something new. Like, there's always another path. But the other thing I maybe was feeling sad about is that, like, oh fuck, about myself and as a person, like, am I making any progress? Because guys, it felt like, I wasn't doing good in school, and I was having I wasn't doing good at the job / wrestling thing during that transition, and I just couldn't really like get anything going. And then I realized, when I can't find something fun to do or feel good, if I just do something productive until like I feel good, eventually it goes away. Okay, like, so that's what I had to do with some other things. I'd find things to be productive, and then I'd be like, okay, well, I'm not wasting my time, and even if I don't really necessarily enjoy it, like I can look back and be like, wow, that was a good use of amount of time. I am a good person. Like, for example, like getting exercise, or like working out, or like working at a job, or working on like a project, or like a side business, or like something like that. Anything like productive, okay? You can look back and you can be like, well, even if I didn't have fun in the moment, or even if it was kind of annoying or rough, like it was productive. Like, so like, fuck, I'm glad I did it. You know, there's other things where you can look back and maybe it was fun in the moment, but like, it's like, fuck, nah, the regrets hit. And then there's another thing you can see is where in the moment, if you really think deeply into this shit, in the moment, you can think, well, you're doing something that's not exactly fun, or not exactly what exactly you want to do, but it is productive and you know it's the right thing to do. You can be like, well, fuck, this sucks right now, but in an hour, or in a day, or in a week, or in a month, it's going to be worth it. So I might as well keep pushing. And that's called enjoying the journey and trusting the process. Thank you.